How do you keep the wheels of commerce spinning when a pandemic slams on the brakes? It's a problem the bicycle business has been trying to fix since lockdowns triggered a boom in demand just as COVID-19 broke global supply chains.
Every single humanitarian disaster has resulted in an upturn in the cycle industry. Every single one. Second World War, First World War.
Pearson have been making bikes since 1860, but from factory shutdowns in Asia to the Suez Canal blockage, they've never faced a challenge like it, and prices inevitably rose.
First of all, it was complete bikes. Then we had supply issues around bike frames, some of which have stuck on the Ever Given, which you know. And then we've also had supply issues in terms of componentry, so gears and brakes and that sort of thing. There has been a price increase. Now it's not something that we lightly pass on to the customer, and we've actually managed to absorb quite a lot of the price increases. They haven't been price increases because there was more demand. They've been price increases just because they were going to be anyway, no matter what.
Inflation is a hazard for all consumers and the wider economic recovery, but the Governor of the Bank of England is confident it will not run out of control.
Those things we fully expect to be temporary. You know, the world will come back to more normal. There are things, though, we are watching very carefully, because I want to emphasise that we don't take this lightly by any means. We think it will come back to target, that's what we expect, but we are watching.
Labour shortages in industries from transport to hospitality are another factor in rising prices. But the bank thinks that even with more than 1 million people still on furlough, unemployment has peaked.
We've seen now quite a big reabsorption of people on furlough, going back to their jobs. So the reason we're quite confident is that has happened quite successfully so far, and I think it will. But the other thing I would say, of course, is that even for those people who unfortunately won't be able to go back to the job they had, the rate of vacancies at the moment is high. So there are jobs out there to be done.
The road ahead is still uncertain. The bank says the continued spread of the Delta variant and the pingdemic have slowed growth. But the worst may be behind us. Paul Kelso, Sky News at the Bank of England.